Hello, everyone. Are we doing all right? Welcome to episode 80 of the Building in Public series. Today, what we're going to do is we're pretty much going to showcase from start to finish what it's like templating for a website. Now, this website in particular is pretty interesting because we do not have much to go off. We have some websites to use for inspiration and then the main website as a whole. So, what I'm going to showcase to you today in this video is basically going through what I use to template, and essentially you're going to see my process today of like the whole process from start to finish of designing a website and starting to design a template. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this episode, and I shall hop straight over now to the voiceover. So yeah, guys, as you can see here now, we're going through the start of the video. Here right now, we're in a website called Envato Elements. Now, Envato Elements is a sort of templating tool that I use when I am looking for websites or themes or kits around specific topics that might be hard to come by because Envato Elements has a ton of different um, categories that you can choose from. So what I end up doing here with this template kit is just using the word horse, I think, because the website that we're building is like a horse racing website or like a horse. I'm assuming it's something to do with horses anyway. Like this is how little I know about it properly, right? But pretty much what you're seeing here is us going through the process of looking at the themes, looking at what's available when it comes to the template kits and stuff like that. Because my plan with this customer is to take every single one of these templates that I feel suit and make an example with one of them. So what you're going to see in this episode today is basically me make one theme or one template from one of these template kits. Now, one thing I will say, template kits are great, but there can sometimes be problems with them. And you're definitely going to see that in today's video. Basically, the problem that we have with these template kits, you can see here, right? I look at the Knights template kit. Now, it looks great in practice, but the problem is when you import it, it's not going to work without you basically chopping and changing your site around to fit the theme, right? Now, I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to sit here and change the theme like 6 or 7 different times to match it. I need to build it out to make it work properly. So, what I end up doing in this scenario is basically importing it as normal. You can see here, I'm downloading it. I'm creating a file ready for it and everything. And pretty much, yeah, essentially what I end up doing, tell you what, let me skip through parts of this. Let me skip parts of this. So you can see here, I'm just going through the different templates, checking them out, downloading them, seeing, if they're worth it and everything. Scroll through, scroll through, scroll through. Scroll through. Here we go. And then basically we get to this next exciting part where I actually use ChatGPT's image generator tool. And basically what I do is I literally give it I'm pretty sure I give it the old website logo. I think you'll see it here now. And it actually makes a very good standing template for it. So if I just move it across slightly, there we go, cool. So you can see there, I'm asking it to look at the, I think it's Peter and Michael Bowen Racing, and it changes it to Michael Bowen Racing. You can see here, I import it. And this is the good thing about using AI is again, this image may not be the final image, but it's a good way to show concept and template. And that this is where AI comes in handy. But yeah, you can see here, it doesn't take too long overall to actually get it generated. But yeah, the result I found anyway was actually a relatively decent result. So if I scroll through here now, you'll see that's what it ended up on. Now it was okay, Wasn't great though, because the leg that was arched over looks a little bit out of place. So, I basically ask it to prompt it a bit further. It doesn't quite get it in that scenario, so that's when I kind of push it a little bit further. Bear with me. How's this? There we go. Cool. So going through this again, you can see it generates again, but this is where there's like pros and cons with AI, because you can see, if I go back here, I don't believe this version gets. Oh no, did it get it? No, it did get it. So I think basically what you don't see there, I think it's cut a little bit, is there was three different variations that I went through, and we finally settled on this. Now again, like I said, this probably will not be the final logo, but it's good for like a concept side, right? And you can see here, I ask it to make a different variation, black background, sorry, a white background and black text. And you can see here, literally nice and simple, that it will make the art for me. You can see there what the variation looks like. And that was very quick, right? Instead of me actually going through and building it, it managed to build itself, which was awesome. And yeah, pretty much that's the, I suppose, the second part of this, of how we template, right? We obviously we try to use AI where we can, because it does help us out. And you can see here as well, making the header image for the website and everything. It kind of goes hand in hand and makes our process much quicker. And yeah, pretty much that's how we sort of designed those logos there. Pretty cool. I did like that side of it. And now I want to sort of showcase you the how we use Envato elements and where there might be some problems with it. Because if I just scroll through ever so slightly and start here, I think this is where it starts to speed up. Yeah, perfect. So you can see here, we're looking at example one, but what we're doing here is we're importing the template kit bit by bit, but we're running into some problems with like server limits and stuff like that. So what we do is we install the template kit, as you see there. We go to the server, we implement this process, we change obviously the rate limit because that was the problem, and you can see here how we the import the template kits bit by bit. But the problem starts after we do this. So you'll see here when we go to import it, how all the kits are in here and everything. It goes to import it, but it doesn't look how it looks with Envato. And this is where the first part really this is where the issues start to arise, basically. So if I just slow that down just ever so slightly, and we go in again, you'll see here that it's meant to look a certain way, but it just doesn't work, and it's not working. And this is basically the one problem you get when you work with Envato, is sometimes they'll work out the box, sometimes they'll be great, but sometimes there's a lot of problems with them. And yeah, pretty much what I end up settling on eventually. After I think I'm about an hour or so into this session at this point, maybe 2 hours, and yeah, eventually what I end up settling on is that I have to build the template basically with Envato on one side and the website on the other. Now, it's not the end of the world. It does make things a little bit. How can I explain this? It does make things a little bit longer, and it is more tedious, right? But the problem that we've got now, I mean, it's not really a problem, it's more of a learning exercise, but basically, we're going to have to build these templates bit by bit. Now, it's not a problem because it, does have that personal touch on it, like you'll see here by the end of this video, what we actually end up on. And it's actually a pretty cool way of doing stuff. But yeah, this is what we were working on the other day, and that's why I didn't want to release it yesterday, because I thought that we were going to be able to get a lot more done out of the day, but it was just so busy that we didn't actually manage to get that sorted. So yeah, pretty much what you're going to see here now for the rest of the video is us basically design our um, official design based on the template kit. Now, don't get me wrong, right? This video isn't to bash on Envato or anything like that. It's literally just a scenario where sometimes it works out the box, sometimes it doesn't. And in this scenario, building this template, it didn't seem to work. And we still managed to power through because we still are designers at the end of the day. We still have to make things and work, and bend things in our favor and stuff. And yeah, that's essentially what we're doing here. We're just building out the page, with the elements of that template kit in there, but with our spin on it. And I got to be honest, for the way this website finished, like during this process, it actually looks relatively okay. Don't get me wrong, we still have another 5 templates to build, but it should be all right. It should be fine. And yeah, it's going to be a very interesting process, I think, building these out and showcasing it to you. But yeah, I just want to obviously I want to apologize a little bit as well that this video is coming out a little bit later. We have been extremely busy today. We've had meetings in the morning, and we had a meeting in Swansea about what are we now? About an hour ago, an hour and a half ago. So we've just come back and we're just getting this video out now. But yeah, honestly, things are going all right. Things are keeping us busy. So, we've got 31 days now until the wedding. So we've realistically got about another 22, maybe 24 days or something like that before we have to sort of, pack it up a little bit for now. And yeah, honestly, we're going to be busy enough as it is leading up to that time anyway. But yeah, guys, I shall leave this with you for now. You'll probably see a bit more content from this site coming out soon. We are going to be doing some more templating work tonight to finish this off and make a start on the second template. And yeah, anyway, guys, I've been waffling for long enough. You've been listening to me badger on for a little bit now. And yeah, anyway, guys, I'm going to leave that with you, and I'll see you tomorrow for episode 81. Cheers. Bye for now.